Hey there, my name is Marley and welcome to my booktube channel where I'm going to be doing another bookish challenge. So the challenge I'm going to be doing today was created by Jesse the Reader, and it is called the How Well Do I Know My Books challenge, where basically he came up with a bunch of prompts or questions to see how well you know your bookshelves. You have to try and answer the question without looking at your book. And the way that you figure out like which books on your bookshelf to do is you number your bookshelves. So I have 12 little like cases, and then you also kind of like number the books on the shelf. So I just used a random number generator. I already planned ahead, so I have all the numbers ready, but basically for each question there's going to be a set of 2 numbers, and it's going to decide which shelf I'm going to look at and then which book I'm going to look at. So let's say, I guess I'll go across, so like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Some of them are hidden from you, unfortunately, but then I would go like, if it's shelf number 3, I would go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, etc. Okay, you'll get it as we go. So time to find out, how well do I know my books? So the first one is, without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. This one should be pretty easy. I think some of them are going to be hard, but this seems to start out easy. And the numbers I got were 12 and 22. So that means the very bottom, which I feel like you are not going to be able to see unless I'm constantly adjusting the camera. I'm sorry about that. You just have to trust me for these lower ones. 2 3 4 5 6 7. So the 12th shelf was my adult thriller shelf, and the 22nd book on it was Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. So without looking at the description, can I say what the book is about? Yes, this was actually the first Lisa Jewell I read. It's following this woman whose daughter disappeared when she was a teenager, when the daughter was a teenager, and they never found the daughter. They never even found her body or anything like that. And now it's years later, and this woman is dating this man. His daughter is really reminding her of her daughter when she was young. So it's kind of like a mystery of like, is there a connection here? And we're seeing flashbacks to what happened with the daughter and figuring out what happened to her. And I don't need to double check that because I know that's what the plot is. So there we go. Okay, the second one, without looking it up, what is the genre of this book? That should be pretty easy too. The numbers are 4 and 29. So okay, 1 2 3 4, and on the 29th book, 1 2 3 4 5 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24. So I'll have to restart again. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay. So the book I got was Scythe by Neil Shusterman. So actually, for this genre question, like I separate my books by genre. So this actually landed on my like YA dystopian shelf. So I would consider this a dystopian and kind of like a sci-fi genre. It's actually one of my favorite YA dystopians. Yeah, just highly recommend it. Okay, next up, without looking at the book, tell us what is on the cover. Okay, so I can't pull this one out right away. Number 2 and 23. So my second shelf, 1 2 3 18 19 20 21 22 23 is I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. So what's on the cover? Shara Wheeler is on the cover. It's a young girl, a teenage girl that's blonde. I have the Indigo exclusive edition, which has like a purple background, but the normal one I think is a green background. Yeah, let's see if I'm right. I think I am. Oh, I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about the letter. But I was just picturing only her face. I totally forgot that there's this huge letter here. But I was right about the girl. I was right about the background. That would probably be like a half point. Are we counting points though? I don't know. Next up, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? This could be really interesting depending on the book. It'll be obvious, and some I honestly might not remember. The numbers are 4 and 17. So, okay, we're back on the shelf. 15, 16, 17. 17 is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. Okay, the main character's name is President Snow, how most people know him, but his actual first name is Coriolanus, something like that. Or do people call him Corny? Coriolanus. There's no N, and people call him Corio. Okay, I was close. I was like shoving an N in there that didn't need to be there, but that's pretty much right. Okay, without looking, name a side character. The numbers are 6 and 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my Rick Riordan shelf. This should be easy then. Number 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. Oh, it's my signed one. A side character. Okay, so maybe a character that doesn't have a POV. This has like multiple points of view. I guess a side character, I feel like I just remember the main characters. Is Will in this one? Or Raina? Does Raina have a point of view in this one? Will or Raina is what I'm going with here. Who has points of view in this? Annabeth, Leo, Percy, Piper have points of view. So another side character I could mention would be like Jason, Hazel, Frank, because they don't have points of view in this. So I think we're good. I think we're good with this one. Next up, guess how many pages the book has without looking. If you guess 25 below or 25 above the number, you can count it as a win. This is gonna be hard. The numbers are 11 and 16, so that's gonna be on the bottom, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 14, 15, 16. We got The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Okay, a YA, sci-fi, yay big. I'm gonna say it could be the 300 page mark. It could be the 400 page mark. No. I'm gonna go like 380 pages. Okay. That's probably too many. That's probably too many. Do you count the acknowledgements? Oh, it's oh, we are way off. It's 457. So way off on that. Okay, good to know. Without looking it up, what rating did you give this book? If you land on a book you haven't read, pick a new set of numbers. Okay, every book on here I've read. The only issue is some of these books I read before I started rating books. So I guess I'll just pick a new set of numbers then if I land on that. The numbers I got was shelf 10 and then 30. So I'm going down again. 29, 30. Okay, so this was my YA thriller shelf, and I landed on People Like Us by Dana Mealy. I have rated this one because I read it, I think, last year. I think I rated this a 4-star. I think I quite liked it and was quite impressed with it. So let's double check if that's right on Goodreads. Where's my review of it? Okay, yes, I did give it a 4-star, like I thought. There we go. Next up, without looking, where does this book take place? And the numbers are 8 and 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 23. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, frick. Okay, I got the... Oh, it's To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. Where does this take place? Contemporaries, like, it makes it harder when it's just like a normal contemporary book, like, and I also don't know the states very well because I live in Canada, so I'm like, I don't really, like, did she live somewhere in California? Like, I'm thinking of the movies. I feel like it seemed like it was like California, maybe the Midwest. I don't even know how to check where this takes place, to be honest. I guess I would have to look it up. Where does To All the Boys take place? Portland, Oregon. As I said, I don't really know the states well, but yeah, I didn't pull that out. I didn't know. America is a foreign land to me. Oh my gosh, this is really annoying. Next, without looking, what are the parents' names? This is assuming that it's going to be a YA book. Shelf number 11, book number 12. We're going down. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh boy, we got The Rise of 9 by Pittacus Lore. This is about aliens, so like, they don't really have parents, but the parent or like the guardian of our main character, who's number 4, because this is from the I'm Number 4 series, if you didn't know. I'm trying to think of his name because I'm thinking of Sam, which was his friend, but I think Henry was his guardian's name, and he actually was like my favorite. Like, I loved him, and I feel like he died. Like, is he alive in this book still? All right, how do I check if it's Henry? I'm gonna have to pull out the first book. Henry, but with an I. I wasn't picturing that. I was picturing with a Y, but okay, I got that. Next up, without looking at the hardback, assuming it's a hardback, I guess, what color is the book under the dust jacket? And I got 2 14. So hopefully it's a hardcover. Oh, it is. It's my contemporary hardcover shelf. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Without looking, okay, I don't even want to look too close at it in case I can see under it. But this is the 10th book in the Georgia Nicholson series, which is like a teenage contemporary comedy romance series. You guys know the Georgia Nicholson like movie, I'm sure. I think it's purple underneath. This cover's purple. I think it's not doing anything crazy. I think it's going to be purple underneath the dust jacket. Let's see. That is not purple, right? That's like a grayish. Oh yeah, it's matching like the font here. This bluey, this light blue. Should have known. Should have known they'd be less basic. So that's wrong. This is actually how I'm doing this. Next prompt is, without looking, is there anything on the hardback like an imprint or an image of some sort? Oh my gosh. This is on shelf 4, number 22. Again, hope it's a hardback. We love shelf 4 apparently. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So luckily we did get a hardback here. It's Wayfarer by Alexandra Bracken. Beautiful book. This is the sequel to Passenger. It's a duology by her. Now, the cover's beautiful, but what about under the dust jacket? Is there anything special under there? Like an imprint or an image? I honestly think there is. I think there could be. It's already so beautiful. I think maybe there's, trying to feel, I think maybe there's something. I have no idea what it could be, but I think there is something. Let's see. Yes. Ooh, it's pretty. This one actually is purple underneath, and it has this pretty ship, kind of giving me Peter Pan vibes. Yeah, I love that. Okay, I was right. Next question. Without taking the dust jacket off, again, what is the color of the font on the hardback? That's assuming there is font on the hardback. I'm kind of confused by that. Should we just like hope we get one that has font on it? Okay, so I picked 7 and 9. So I actually didn't even get a hardback with this. So I'm gonna skip this question because I don't understand it. Okay, sorry, Jessie. Without looking, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbers? Interesting. And this is on shelf 3, number 28. 122. We're gonna have to start over. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we got The Golden Tower by Holly Black and Cassie Clare. This is a series I don't think many people know about. It's the Magisterium series and it's middle grade. Do I think these chapters have titles? I don't. Middle grade, I feel like they might. I'm gonna say they do. I'm gonna say they do have titles. Okay. Oh my gosh, this one's really dusty. Ooh, sorry about that. Chapter 1. They do not have chapter titles. They do have little illustrations though. I feel like that's gonna be maybe an upcoming question, but yeah, messed that one up. Next prompt. Without looking at the book cover, does it have an award on it? This might be easy. I feel like I don't have that many awards. On shelf 2, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Without looking, it is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Now this is kind of a iffy one. I feel like John Green has won awards, but I want to say it was like Looking for Alaska that would have it. I feel like Turtles All the Way Down would not have one, especially because I would have bought it when it had just came out before it had time to have an award. So let's see. Okay, and I am right. I don't know if this has won any awards since because it was good. It dealt with, I think, anxiety and OCD, but no award here. Without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? And the numbers are 3 and 23. 20, 21, 22, 23. Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles. Without looking, does the book have any author blurbs on the front cover? Ooh. I feel like most books do have that. So I'm going to say yes. Let's see. And of course this one doesn't. I was thinking I couldn't picture it, but they could have had room to fit it up here. You know what I mean? They could have had room for it, but it doesn't. It just has a tagline, the stage is set, the spectacle awaits. Oh, great. Without looking, does the book have a description on the back? Again, most do, but sometimes instead of a description, it'll be like quotes or something. So let's see. It's gonna be shelf 9, book 3. Okay, I'm not looking at the back, but we got Infamous by Sherilyn Kenyon, the third book in the Chronicles of Nick series. And because this is a hardback, I think the description would be in the little flap rather than the back, but I still feel like it might have a little bit of a description in the back. So I'm gonna say yes, it has, or is it just gonna be quotes? I'm gonna say yes, there's still a bit of a description on the back. Yes, okay, it literally is all description. Or it's kind of like, I think this is one of those things where it's like a snippet from the book, like it's a scene. I think that's gonna count. It's kind of like a summary, kind of. Anyway, I'm thinking too hard. Without looking, does this book have an author photo? Again, I think most do, but okay. 1:15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is Aragon. God damn it, I don't want to take this out of the box. I actually don't know if I can even physically take this out of the box. Oh my goodness. Oh, and what do I think? Is Aragon gonna have an author photo? Wasn't Christopher Paolini like a child when he wrote this? So maybe he wasn't allowed to have a photo. I think it's not gonna have a photo. I might regret this. I think there's not a photo. Obviously there is. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. There he is. Did I want to lose this challenge? I'm getting sweaty at this point. Whew. Without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? Okay, 5:11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's my Cassie Clare shelf. I know that Miss Cassandra Clare uses a pen name, so I don't even know if it's worth it to count out the 11 books. Because yeah, every book on there is written by her, so yes. I know that's a pen. Without peeking, what POV is this book written in? First or third? And the numbers are 4:19. Back to number 4. 17, 18, 19. So that ended up being Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is one that I read this year, so pretty recently. And I know that it definitely is third person. It's gotta be. Like, yeah. But I'll just double check. Yeah, I saw she... It's third person. Okay. Without looking, are there any pictures or graphics in this book? And the numbers are 8 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speak of the Devil, I mentioned this earlier. It was Looking for Alaska by John Green. I'm fairly certain there is no pictures or graphics in this, with it being a YA contemporary. Like, that's not really common, but could be wrong because I'm not doing great. Let's see. Yeah, no, absolutely no illustrations. Knew it. Next, sorry this is so long. Without looking, does it have an epilogue? And the numbers are 10, 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. We were back on my YA thriller shelf and we got They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman. Thrillers really could go either way. I think they don't often have epilogues, but sometimes they do. Since this is YA, I feel like it's more likely to have one. So I'm gonna, this is tricky. I'm gonna say that it does. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it does have an epilogue. Oh, I immediately feel like it's wrong. It doesn't. Of course. Of course. I'm so dumb. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Without looking, does this book have a prologue? Okay, let's redeem myself with this. Shelf 11, book 9. We are back to the I Am Number 4 series. I think this one does have a prologue. I think this would have a little like teaser of like one of the aliens dying maybe, because like they die in the order of their numbers. So like it's 1, 2, 3 and then like he's next. So I feel like maybe it showed one of the other ones dying. Let's see. Okay, so it's not labeled prologue, but it's one of those things where there's like this mini short chapter in the beginning before it starts getting labeled as chapter 1. So I think that counts. There we go. Without looking, is this book signed? I don't have that many signed books, so this could be easy. Shelf number 9 and then 26. 21, 22, 23. 24, 25, 26. It was the same book, Infamous, that I already pulled out. So no, it's not signed and I'm not pulling it out again. Without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them or none at all? Do I have good attention to detail? This is going to be 1218. All right, so this is actually a book I read really recently, False Witness by Karen Slaughter, but I don't really pay attention to if there's an illustration near the page number, but I'm thinking that in a thriller, it probably doesn't have it. Like fantasies are more likely to have like a cute little a vine or like something. I'm gonna say no image near the page number. And I was right. It's very plain. It's very plain in here. No designage going on. Okay, good. Without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? Okay, I knew this would be a question. 425. 1, 2, 3, 4, 22, 23, 24. Have to restart 25. Is Divergent by Veronica Roth. Okay. See, I could see them having some sort of little illustration like this, like a similar style to that symbol. I really cannot recall. Like, I read this so long ago. I'm gonna say yes. It's a YA, like, dystopian. It very well could have designs. And it absolutely does not. It's very plain. Okay, wrong again. Without looking, are the acknowledgements in the front or the back of the book? Normally they're in the back, so I think I'll feel confident about this. The numbers are 10, 21, 19, 20, 21. The book I got was There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. As I said, I feel pretty confident the acknowledgements would be in the back for this. And look at that, they are... Oh, a bookmark's falling out. Book outlet. I definitely did not want to pay full price for this. Second last one here. Without looking, what year was this book published? This could be tricky. And it's 11/7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh god, we got The Evolution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is the second book in the Mara Dyer series, which is a YA like supernatural series. I actually read this in the last couple of years. I didn't read it when it was popular, so that kind of puts me at a disadvantage for when it came out. I don't have a very good idea of it. I might have to do some like mental math. I think it came out around the time Twilight was popular and the whole YA fantasy explosion, which like what time period was that? Like 2010? I'm gonna say 2011 for this one since it's the second book. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, 2011 is our guess. 2012! Oh, I was so close. But that's pretty good. I was pretty close with that. And the last question is, without looking, what year did you read this book? This could be tricky too. Like, what if I didn't keep track of it? You know, like I wasn't using Goodreads for a few years. So we'll see. It's 8/11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we lucked out. It's one I read recently-ish, which is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. So I think this was... Okay, we already talked about I Kiss Shara Wheeler. That was her 2022 release. So this was, I think, her 2021 release, right? Or did it also come out in 2022? And did I read it right away? I think I'm gonna say that I read it in 2021. Let me see when it came out. It came out in 2021. So I most likely am correct, but let me just double check on Goodreads when I read it. I think I read it like shortly after it was out. Yes, I read it in 2021, so I'm correct. Ending on a good note. Okay, so I quickly tallied up. I think I got 17 out of 28, which seems really bad. But I just counted really quick and I don't feel like counting again more slowly. So anyways, this has been another bookish challenge. I think it was fun, but I'm honestly like really sweaty now. I should not have worn a sweater for this, but it was fun kind of going through my shelves, flashing back, seeing how much I remember. I definitely recommend you guys do it if you make bookish videos. I tag you or whatever. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Be sure to leave me a comment if you'd like and subscribe if you've not already. But otherwise, I will just catch you in my next video. Take care. Bye.